We're back. Jared Bernstein, Jimmy P., Keith Boykin, Jerry Bowyer. Jared, I know gas prices are going to be a huge issue in this election, and already are. There's a great bill. Senator Domenici and a whole bunch of Republicans want to produce more. They say, let's go offshore. Let's go to ANWR and Alaska. We can do it in clean ways. They could create 24 billion barrels of oil. That would stop foreign imports for 5 years. If the Rockefellers want to help ExxonMobil, instead of criticizing them and going in the windmills, they ought to be lobbying Congress for this kind of production bill. Pro-growth, Jared. You ready to sign up?
No, I'm really not. I mean, I don't have a knee-jerk reaction against digging for oil, but I do recognize the political constraints are really tough. I mean, you can go up there and say there's all kinds of great oil underneath the Alaskan tundra, and you can say it's just a bunch of mosquito-infected fields up there anyway, and who cares? The problem is you run head into folks who actually have some sovereign rights who don't want you to do it. So I just think it's a morass. It's not
Who has sovereign rights besides what, polar bears?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about
people.
I'm talking about people, I'm talking about Alaskans, I'm talking about Inuit Indians. I'm telling you, I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm saying it's not going to happen. I'm not saying I'm against it. So here's the thing.
Go ahead, Jerry, you pitch in.
Instead of Feds own it, and second of all, we just heard this screed against oil companies not investing their profits in the last segment. They want to invest their profits. They would like to invest in drilling in the ground. By the way, you don't dig, you drill for oil. They want to invest in drilling into the ground and drilling the oil out. So you guys are beating them up for not reinvesting their profits.
Nobody said that's complete baloney. Nobody said anything about oil companies not investing their profits.
Well, wait a second. Keith Boykin,
yes, I was right here.
What did Hillary Clinton say in the outro?
Keith, Senator Obama is opposed to ANWR. He's opposed to offshore drilling. He doesn't want to reduce the gasoline tax. He doesn't agree with McCain and Hillary on the summer holiday. Maybe that's a good position in economic terms. I don't know about the politics. But he is opposed to the drilling. He is opposed to the new production. And he wants to tax oil companies, which will be passed on to tax motorists, because that's how the game works. Why is that, Keith? Why isn't he open to something different for a change?
Well, the problem, Larry, is that we need long-term solutions, and we're getting short-term solutions here. You know, gasoline was $1.45 a gallon when George Bush took office. It's now $3.60. Oil was $23 a barrel. It's now $120
but isn't that because
a barrel.
We've stopped production? Isn't that because we've stopped production?
There's a lot of reasons to explain it, but let me finish this. The problem is the American people know that the economy is directly related to the energy problem, and we haven't had a long-term energy solution. You can't fix it with a gimmick. And what the candidates are offering are gimmicks. What the legislators in Congress are offering are gimmicks.
Larry,
and what the Republicans
and Clinton are offering. Larry, a second ago you said I like every tax hike I've ever heard. Did I just hear you say you like the gas tax holiday? Because I thought Jerry Bowyer is the only nut in the House who's getting behind that idea.
I'll answer that challenge. If this Senate production bill could go through, then I would probably be in favor of abolishing the gasoline tax
We're talking
altogether.
about a temporary gas tax holiday.
No, I
do you or do you not support that?
When Senator McCain come on here, I challenge it.
Jared doesn't know enough poor people for whom gas prices really matter.
Jimmy P., let me switch gears just a little bit. Senator McCain is making a case that there is no sense in raising taxes at all during a slowdown or a recession. And what I see is Obama raising taxes on investors, raising taxes on corporations, even in a slowdown, raising taxes on investors, raising taxes on windfall profits, raising taxes on corporations, Jimmy P. Is this a thing that McCain can use as a club? Is this something that's really a great card for John McCain? Will it play?
Well, listen, no matter what happens, whether it is a slowdown or we eke into a recession, by the time we get to Election Day, I doubt people are going to think the economy is great. And if you talk to pollsters, what they'll tell you is that when the economy is bad, people don't embrace government. They become more skeptical of government, and bad economies are actually bad for big government. So to the extent Democrats are offering big government solutions, that's bad for them politically.
All right, well, Keith Boykin, 6 words, Keith. 6 words. I got to go.
$9 trillion federal debt. Pay attention, folks. That's what happened in this administration.
I got 6 words, too.
Jared Bernstein, Jimmy P., Keith Boykin, and Jerry Bowyer. Thank you, folks. I'm Larry Kudlow. We'll be right back.